Greetings, everyone. Abe Lincoln. I was your 16th president. I don't know why it took me so long to start making Abe Lincoln jokes about the fact that I had this mask on around my chin all the time, so it looks like I got a beard going on. An Abe Lincoln-esque beard. Oh, I'm tired. Once again, I had 2 days off from work. Didn't really do much to rejuvenate me. I didn't do a video yesterday because I just didn't feel like it. I was just tired, and me and my girlfriend went out for a while, then we came back and watched stuff, and I had no drive to do a video yesterday. Not that I have a whole bunch of a drive today, but anyway, so yesterday, me and my girlfriend went out to dinner. So, of course, I cheated on my diet a little bit. I gotta stop doing that. I've cheated off and on over the past, 10 days. And I think I'm... Oh, hello. That was a very small bump, but it affected me drastically. But even just the slight little nuances of cheating on my diet, when you go almost 3 weeks, why is every vehicle going up the street some big truck? For about 3 weeks, I shifted my diet, didn't cheat at all, so I started getting my system more used to that. So I feel like now, if I start slipping back into some old habits, which is not what I'm doing, I've just cheated a few times. I never said this was an infallible system. So, the effects of that are probably going to hit me a little harder now that my body's getting more used to having a healthier diet. So I gotta stay more consistent on that. And I'm trying to remember to also, and I forget constantly, I want to start, doing more things to strengthen my body, start lifting weights starting at a very low level, like I did last summer. Water, too. I've been very bad about drinking water the past week, and that's just not acceptable anymore. I've been, ever since I originally created my first real steady YouTube channel, which was just about a little over 5 years ago, I've constantly made comments about, I'm not doing a good enough job drinking water, and it's my own fault. I like drinking drinks that have some flavor to them, whether they're healthy or not. So it's water, you evil healthy bastard. Still feeling real wiped out, and I think because the first 2 weeks that I had shifted my diet, and that was also the first time I really was working a full-time week, so I hadn't been wiped out by working 3, 4, 5 of them in a row. I was feeling a great increase of energy. I worked a 42-hour week. I came out of it feeling fine, and now it's I can barely get through. And I think even more than the 40 hours, it's the working them all over a short period of time. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Why? Okay, I'm checking the time. I'm not going to make it because I still have to buy a pass. This isn't supposed to be leaving for 5 minutes, so I don't know if there's another train rolling in that's going to take off soon, but this is not supposed to be leaving till 1:14, and it's 1:09 right now. So thanks for not following the schedule, bro. B-row. Yeah, so I know they're doing construction, so things are a little altered, but yeah, schedule, I checked it, I'm right. It's supposed to leave at 1:14, I left at 1:09, but the guy operating this one just went from the front to the back, he's quickly switching to leave again, so maybe he was just late. So maybe we are still getting out of here at 1:14, whatever the case. I'm assuming this train's leaving next, so I'm just gonna sit down. But I'll tell you what, if the schedules are gonna be all messed up like this, I sure as heck hope they don't mess them up later, because later in the day, there's one specific max I have to catch. I guess I'm just gonna have to keep my eye on the transit tracker to make sure when I'm going home that the train isn't all messed up and I don't end up getting stranded at work. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't substantially later than usual, but Yeah, I'm used to getting off the max and being in absolutely no rush. I'm not in a rush now, but I'm used to getting off the max and having like 40 minutes before I start. I've got 19 minutes now. Yeah, every time I walk by that memorial, it just reminds me more and more why I don't like that. Once I learned about that particular event, I was just like, call it crazy, call it psychosomatic. I don't feel comfortable going through that area to get, not like going to the Powell stop is, it's like right down the road. Just kind of scared me away from going to the Holgate stop at night. Because I watched the video. Someone was taking video of the events transpiring around when this guy was killed, and you see the shooting happen. I only found it because someone put it on Reddit. I would recommend not finding it and watching it. It's I've seen lots of crime scene photos. I've seen video of stuff like that happening, and I watched this and it kind of messed me up for a little stretch of time. And I don't know if they know who did it or if the guy's gotten caught. Whenever I look up the case, it's all stories from the first week and no follow-up. It just really made me not want to go through that area that I literally just walked through, by that 7-Eleven. It's just it was just the casual demeanor with which the guy that did the shooting did it. He just came over and was just kind of and then it was just over. It's been almost, it's been about a month and a half, almost a little over a month and a half. And what do we got here? Some kind of boxy thing. We got this. There's always a little bit of trash kind of thrown around here, but yeah, when I was walking by that memorial, there was a guy raking the ground by some brush there, and I could just see all of the heroin needles that had been unearthed. Well, you wouldn't know it with the way I started. Right out of the gate, I was vlogging a whole bunch. I thought this might have been a long day of vlogging. Then I got to work and just didn't give a shit. So I'm on my last break now. It's 9:45. But physically, I really haven't been too bad today. This has been one of my better days, at least in terms of recently. Which is nice because I forgot to bring my Icyhot with me, which is my saving grace. Here I am. I'm 8 hours into my shift. I've got a headache for me, and I'm getting tired. I don't want to be here. And we've been having this ongoing issue with the lights, the sconce lights, which are little lights on the wall that just kind of go, and they turn on a little bit during the credits to give you a little bit of light so you can see when you leave. Well, the ones in 12, for months, have just been flickering randomly. They're just scatterbrained. We had someone complain about it last week. I'm sure multiple people have complained about it. It's known about, so it's not so these people come out and they're those lights in there, one of them said it was really traumatizing to them. They didn't say they had epilepsy or anything. We actually had a woman last week say she had epilepsy, so that was her concern because the lights would kind of flicker on and off. It's something that needs to be fixed, but it's obviously not my job. It's my job to bring that situation to the attention of somebody who actually does have control over that. So, when she said it, I was oh, I'm sorry about that. I'll tell somebody about it, which I'm not, because everybody already knows about it. Me going and telling someone about the issue again isn't going to change anything. And apparently, then I went to the theater and apparently they both just stared me down they were aghast. Apparently, I was supposed to give them a hug and tell them everything's going to be okay or something. And I'm just oh my God. You can't satisfy some people. I guarantee you those are those kind of people, like most Americans, who the slightest inconvenience they have to face in a public forum, a business, anything, they expect you to just pander to them and start giving them free stuff. They probably thought I was going to give them a rain check or something, or tickets to another movie, and I'm just get over yourself. So anyway, just annoying, but I'm going to try to finish up and enjoy the rest of my break for what it's worth and get home and get some ibuprofen or something, because I'm got headaches right through here and it ain't no fun. It's really It's really not drizzling enough to need an umbrella. That was sad. Thought it was gonna be more dramatic, but I need to protect my phone. So I got off about an hour early because literally we got everything that needed to get done. There was 4 of us. And I'm just like, I already was talking earlier about, or in the past, about how like I want to be working a little less than 40 a week. I just got my new schedule for the work week and I'm working the exact same hours. So I'm working pretty much like 40 hours again. Which I said like this would probably, or I said earlier today, I don't know if I kept it in this video, but I said earlier that like I was gonna, and I brought it up to Benny, one of my friends at work, like I'm gonna need to ask to work a few less hours because it's, I couldn't really find the word. The word was burnout. I feel like I'm getting to a burnout stage because it's so much harder for me to work regular full-time hours. And that's kind of what it's felt like, you know? The only thing I've done for the last 2 weeks outside of working and hanging out with my girlfriend has been just literally vegging out on the sofa because I'm so exhausted. Like seriously, working 5 days in a row is substantially more exhausting to me than the average bear. So people need to realize that if they're going to be critical about the situations that I'm claiming are too difficult to deal with. And you know, a bunch of people being like, it's America, it's hard, you gotta suck it up and deal. Yeah, do you have fibromyalgia and you're saying that? Probably not. So shut the fuck up. So anyway, I'm walking through the drizzle, just trying to get to the max. Because I don't mind losing that 1 hour. If I did this exact same thing these last few days this week, I'd still be at like 36, 37 hours. So I'm not bothered. Well, you look at this. From Richmond Hill, New York. Y'all know I'm building up that vinyl collection, but I haven't bought a vinyl since June, so, you know, with a little bit of a raise at work, you have a little fun with your money. Like what? There's a Toto album in here too. I didn't buy a Toto album. Extra record. Oh my god, who did I buy this from? I'm buying more from you. He just like gave me an extra LP. And it's not like some band I don't give a shit about. That is awesome. Alexander, whatever your name is, I'm gonna keep track because this is how you keep customers. Give them extra free shit. Everything is positive. Well, I mean, you gave me an extra album. How do I not? Because this is what I bought. Iconic. Vital Signs. Survivor. Iconic. That is so cool. That is some respectable shit right there. All right, well, it's a hair after 3, so I gotta go to sleep. I gotta be up in about 9 hours. I want to make sure I get enough sleep. I actually managed to do some work. I felt really good since I've been home. Like practically no pain whatsoever, you know, knock on wood. But I felt pretty good. And, you know, I've just been really stressed because I've been so tired and I've had no motivation to do any, like, video editing or any of that kind of stuff. So, you know, I was feeling pretty good when I got off work. I'm going to make sure to remember to bring that with me tomorrow. So I came home and I thought, okay, I'm going to try to do something and maybe I'll go with it. And I actually, you know, did some work. I didn't get a lot done, but I came home and kind of consistently was doing stuff. And I wasn't, you know, just like, I don't want to do it again. So that's nice, you know. I just, you know, need a little extra energy. So I'm heading off to bed. As always, thank you for those of you that stopped by and keeping up with what's going on in my life. I appreciate it, and I will see you tomorrow.